Alright, this is my Volt update. I'm waiting for it's a bit sunny out. Here we go. I'm going to get gas today. I've got 1,236 miles divided by almost 4 gallons, which was what, Christopher?
309 miles to the gallon.
So we're getting 309 miles to the gallon. I gassed this car on February 28th. So today is, what, April?
April 25th. No, 26th.
It's almost 2 months of basically a gas-free motoring. Of course, I've been charging the car every night, and I've been electric range has been between 30 and 40 miles. So improving as the weather gets warmer. I'm going to reset the trip odometer. And we are going on a road trip, so I need to actually gas the car. I've got 108 miles in the gas tank right now. I'm going to fill it up. We'll take it for a 140-mile ride, and we'll see what happens. I'll update you guys at the end of the day. We'll see what kind of gas mileage I get running in gas mode. Talk to you later. All right, ready?
Yep.
Right. Okay, so here we are on our road trip. We drove from the southwest metro area, the Twin Cities, to Alexandria, Minnesota. Now we're heading back. This is a day trip on the Chevy Volt. We've driven 200 miles so far. If we look at our energy usage, 38 miles was by electric, 170 miles is gas. I think if we were to average the gas alone, we were doing about 38 miles to the gallon or so. I'll have to calculate again. The numbers seem to vary wildly based on terrain, and obviously there's a wind component. We drove out into a headwind. Now I think we're catching a bit of a tailwind on the way back. So with the electric component, we're getting about 46.6. So this is a quick trip. I didn't get a chance to charge the car at all, other than charging at the house overnight. Speed limit is about 70 miles an hour on the freeway, and I am on cruise control. So basically, if you're driving a Volt cross country like this, you're going to use some gas, and I wish the fuel economy were a little better, but then again, for my 80%, 90% of how I use the car is going back and forth to work, 15-mile round trip, and I'm primarily driving on electric. And coming into my third month with this car, and our electric bill has gone up by about, I think it was like $30 a month or something like that. So it's around $1 a day to charge it for my 15-mile round trip commute. So otherwise, as far as how I fit here, I'm about a little under 6'4", because I'm over. You can see that I've got some room. They've got the headliner kind of scooped out, so if I've got the seat kind of set pretty much back, I can fit comfortably. Getting in and out is kind of a chore, but once you're in, it's perfectly fine. It's a quiet car, even with the gas engine running. You can kind of hear it in the background as you're hitting hills and things like that. So far, this is my first big road trip with the car. I mean, I shouldn't say big, it's my first, more than how I drive it. Like I said, I usually put about 15 to 20 miles a day on the car, so this is my first extended drive with it, which are probably about 300 miles when it's all said and done. So, and so far it's been really quiet, comfortable, the ride's pretty decent, handling's nice. Power, I mean, you have kind of passing power and stuff. We don't live near any real hilly terrain, so I didn't really engage the mountain mode, although there's some discussion online about using the mountain mode for extended drives to bank battery power for when you're crawling around or doing city driving. So that might be an interesting discussion. Right now we're about 64 miles outside the Twin Cities, and traffic will probably start picking up here pretty soon. There's some construction going on. We're heading east on Interstate 94, heading into the Northwest Metro, so suburbs like Maple Grove and things like that. Otherwise, I don't know, Christopher, you have anything to add?
Well, yeah, pretty comfortable car all around. Well, to drive it most efficiently, you kind of have to go a bit slower than you might be used to be driving, just around 30 miles an hour when you're just scooting around town. Also, adjusting the seat is kind of a chore because, well, let me get some of this junk out of the way. You have to use like a plastic metal handle, pull back on that to adjust the seat. So I'd prefer if it had like the electric controls on the side of the seat, but other than that, pretty good car.
Alright, well, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my Volt update. I'd like to do some more videos with this. Just kind of demonstrating how it fits in our lifestyle. So far, so good. Have a good afternoon, everybody. Alright, so I'm at home. Our trip is done. And round trip total between here and Alexandria, Minnesota is 283 miles. 38 miles was done purely on electric. 245 miles was done on gas. I consumed 6.3 gallons, and it rounds up to about 39 miles to the gallon. 44.9 is the total when you include the first 38 being done by pure electric drive. So we definitely used the range extending feature of the car. This is the first time I took it out on the highway on a long trip over 100 miles. Pretty impressive. Plenty of pep and power getting on the highway, especially in sport mode. Comfortable ride. Just an extremely well thought out car. I know that like a turbo diesel would get better highway gas mileage. That Nissan Altima I rented last summer got better highway gas mileage. I was like in the low 30s with that, and that was just basically a 4-cylinder Nissan Altima with a CVT transmission. So obviously there's a certain driving style that this car really thrives in, and that's the pure electric mode, going back and forth to work. But the nice thing is I have the option to go out on an extended trip without having any range anxiety, so long as I have gas in the tank. So overall, I'm pretty happy with the mileage and the car's performance. Now, you have to think about this. I have about 13,000 miles on this car, 13,700, it's almost 14,000 miles. Now, the car's lifetime MPG is about 236 miles per gallon. I've had this car for 3 months. Now, if we go to, let's say, for example, trip B, whoever had the car, basically, they've used trip A as like the regular trip odometer, and then left trip B as kind of the lifetime average. And this car has consumed about 58 gallons of fuel over 13,700 and some miles. So I think in reality, if we averaged it at 30 some, like say 38 miles per gallon, 35 to 38 depending, really the engine of the car probably has about 1,500 actual road miles on it. Everything else is done by electric drive. So the car's drivetrain, as far as I'm concerned, is not totally broken in yet. So once the gasoline engine has a chance to run a little bit more, maybe that mileage will go up. Looking forward to putting some more miles on this. I do enjoy driving it. It is a very fun car to drive, and perhaps maybe sometime we'll take it out to some fun driving adventure. There's some great driving roads in Minnesota and western Wisconsin. Certainly wouldn't mind taking it out and putting it through its paces. But right now it does a great job being a commuter car, and since I'm the only one who really drives it, it's perfect size for me. So otherwise, we do have I can't really see it now, the garage light just went out, but our 2009 Honda Odyssey is a family truckster, so we definitely need that to haul family around. But otherwise, as far as a commuter car goes, if you need to take a highway trip, certainly the Chevy Volt does the job. So that's pretty much my road trip summary for today. Have a good evening, everybody.